So Idaho Power has chosen to invest in apprenticeship for a few reasons. The first is we find that our employees are one of our greatest assets. And so what can we do to make sure that our employees not only have a career track, when an apprentice comes to work for the company, they know exactly what they need to do to become a journeyman. They know what their wages will look like along the way. They know what expectations they have to meet at each step in the apprenticeship program, and they know they're getting exceptional training throughout the course of their apprenticeship program. Not only do they have exceptional structured on-the-job training supervised by a qualified journeyman with many years of experience, but they also have structured in the classroom training. The training is generally conducted by somebody who has been an apprentice and journeyman in the same field as they're in, and so the training that they're getting is truly best in class. The other thing that the apprentice walks away with is this nationally recognized certification, and there's great pride in that. One of my favorite things to do is to go to our graduation ceremonies where apprentices bring their families, and having watched so many of these where these apprentices are there with their wives or their parents and receiving the certification, it really gives you a good understanding of how proud they are to become a journeyman. So the benefits to the employer are just exceptional. From an employer standpoint, a registered apprenticeship does a lot of things for us. One, it allows us to have some very structured succession planning. So we know exactly how long it'll take for an apprentice lineman to become a journeyman lineman. And we can hire apprentices at the right time to make sure that 4 years out, if we know we have a journeyman lineman retiring, we have an apprentice in the pipeline to meet that need. So from a succession planning standpoint, there's really no better program for us. The other benefit as an employer really is just that we know exactly what skills are needed for the job, and we ensure that our employees have those skills along the way. So as an employee moves through the apprenticeship program, there's certain objectives, learning objectives that they have to meet, and certain skills they have to demonstrate. So we can with confidence say that we have a qualified workforce to meet the needs of our customers and to keep the lights on, which of course is important to all of our customers. Idaho Power's had a long-standing relationship with apprenticeship programs, and really they've been a huge part of our success as a company and part of our culture. Over time, we've grown certain programs, and in the times we've created new programs, it's really been because we wanted more structured training in an area of our company. So if we see a need perhaps to have a work group have just very structured skills and training, and we need to have confidence that we understand exactly what training is happening in the field, we'll often create an apprenticeship program. If you think about it, we all have training programs within our organizations. And when things get tough and things are busy and perhaps budgets are tight, generally the first thing that goes is employee training. And the long-term effects of that can be a less qualified workforce. And so having these structured training programs that have some rigor and some oversight by the Department of Labor really holds us accountable to provide the right training at the right time to our employees to ensure that we have qualified employees both today and tomorrow. One of the other huge benefits for Idaho Power around apprenticeship is retention. Although we have great retention as a company, we're a great employer, people want to work here, our apprenticeship programs even have better retention than our overall workforce. One of the reasons for that is that employees really want to understand the career ladder. They want to know exactly what it takes, what the expectations are, and how they get where they want to be. The apprenticeship program allows us to do that. So every step of the way, the employees know what their wages, their skills, their progression looks like. There's some certainty that at the end they'll be a qualified journeyman. On top of that, they're really invested in the training program. Both at work and at home, they're studying, they're working hard to become a journeyman in their field, and it really creates a level of pride and commitment to the organization. So retention's been one of the great benefits we've received out of apprenticeship programs.